yourself. Why do it? Now you get yourself into another one, and then you come out all cold-hearted and upset. Stop settling. Stop doing it. It's not worth it. What's up, guys? Welcome back to All New All About Kyle. It's your girl Kyle. How are you guys doing tonight? If you haven't already, please make sure that you hit the subscribe button down below and join the Kyle gang. Also, if you haven't, please make sure you turn your post notifications on so you don't miss the time that I upload. And at the end of this video, please make sure to give it a huge thumbs up. So what's up? It's Thursday. Therapeutic Thursday. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad that I brought this back. This is episode 2. I recorded episode 1 a year ago, but we back because this is something that I always want to happen. Well, not every Thursday, but you know, I'm gonna be dropping my Therapeutic Thursdays, okay? But hey guys, how have you guys been? How was your day? How was your week? I hope your week last week was really good. My week has been crazy. That's why we need this therapeutic session, because we gotta get some things off our chest, okay? I just feel like things have just been a lot lately. I actually got myself a little drink. I got my little glass Christmas cup. It literally says "'Tis the Season." And then I got myself On the Rocks, the margarita, Hornitos tequila. I don't even drink tequila like that, but my friend Bree actually put me on, and I really liked it. So I'm just gonna have a little bit because, you know, it's Thursday, Thirsty Thursday. And we're gonna have a little therapeutic session. Cheers, guys. It's really good. Grab a glass of wine, grab a little bit of a margarita mix, make yourself a drink, whatever you need to do, because we're about to get right into it, okay? This week has really been a week. If I am being real with y'all, it has really been a freaking week. I don't even know where to start with it, but there has just been so much going on. It just blows my mind how in your adult years there are so many people that can act like children, and it doesn't make any sense to me. It's just mind-blowing, because you would think that when we hit our adult age that we would grow up, like maturity would happen, but it just doesn't happen, because I guess we're just humans. That's just how it is. So it is what it is. But anyways, I put on my Instagram, Therapeutic Thursdays is back, like put a couple suggestions of things that you want to chit chat about, and y'all didn't leave me hanging. Y'all gave me some suggestions, so thank you for that. So the first one is self-care that doesn't require spending money. I feel like in today's day and age, self-care is so important, and you don't gotta spend money in order to have self-care. I feel like self-care is something that you do that you truly love and you truly like. Anything that makes you feel good is a form of self-care, because you're doing something for yourself. Like, point blank period. That's it. That's my definition. Self-care can really just be anything. Like, for example, I really love when my room is clean. I really love when my house is clean. I love just listening to music, and those are things that you don't have to spend money doing. Reading a book is a form of self-care. If you have a book that you have just sitting on your counter that you've been saying that you want to get to, and you've been pushing it off, but you really want to like expand your knowledge and stuff like that, read the book. That's a form of self-care. You're feeding yourself more knowledge. You're learning more things. You're learning something. You know what I'm saying? You're adding knowledge to your mind. That is a form of self-care, and you don't have to spend money to do that. Yeah, you could argue, well, you gotta buy books. What if you ain't got no books or whatever? Go to the library. Libraries still exist, you know. Prayer, reading your Bible, listening to gospel music. That's a form of self-care, because you're feeding your spirit, you're feeding your flesh, you're feeding your soul. Like, it's all a form of self-care. Doing your hair, like I said, for example. And when I say do your hair, I don't mean slick your hair back in a little bun. I don't mean giving yourself out little cornrows. I mean, if that's what you want to do, be my guest, but like, do your hair. Go on YouTube, search your cute little hairstyle, and try it out. That's a form of self-care. You're learning a new skill, you're learning a new style, you know what I mean? And you're trying it out on yourself to enhance how you feel about yourself. Cleaning actually has to be my favorite form of self-care. The part where I really use cleaning as a form of self-care is when I'm upset. So if I'm upset, like if I had a bad day, or say I had a disagreement with somebody or something, you'll start to see me start cleaning up my area. It doesn't matter whether it wasn't messy or not. I'll start rearranging things. I'll start holding pulls, because it automatically clears my mind. I'm just focused on cleaning and making my space feel safe again. That is probably one of my favorite forms of self-care. And then right after that, it's listening to music. Guys, music, it's free, y'all. YouTube, it's free. Like, you can find everything on YouTube. You ain't even gotta have Apple Music. You ain't even gotta have anything that you gotta pay for. It's all free. Discover a new artist. Discover a new genre of music. Me, I love listening to all kinds of music. All kinds. Like, I am open to anything that makes me feel good, anything that I can dance to, anything that I can have a rhythm and a beat in. I promise you, I'll end up in my playlist. Also, going out for a walk. Like, I'm not the first person to go out for a walk because I don't like bugs, but going out for a walk is a beautiful form of self-care. It's a form of exercise. It's good for your heart. It's good for your body, and you're connecting with nature. For all my people who love nature, go for a walk, go for a hike, connect, become one with the earth. Take in this beautiful earth that God created. You'll see many different things. When I went to Haiti and we were like hiking and we were like in the mountains and Kenscock and stuff, I was just so like mesmerized by like how beautiful the earth is. Like, we were literally in the mountains, in the clouds, and just breathing like fresh air and just being able to look at the whole like country and just be like, wow, this is like beautiful. Like, who knew like places like this exist? You know what I mean? And like they do. And I felt so good, and I felt my heart was so happy, my soul was so happy. Like, that is self-care. Like, self-care is literally anything that brings you joy. Self-care really starts with you, and it starts with what you like. So, take my little tips, write it down, okay? Find out what you like. Find out who you are as a person. We're always changing, so we'll never truly know who we are. But there will be those things in life that stick with us. So those things that do that for you, hold on to them, because those are the things that's going to make your self-care feel good. So the next topic is managing stressful situations. Now, guys, woo, like I said, I currently am in one right now, and honestly, I don't even know. I just feel like peace is such a valuable thing that you just really gotta find what works for you when it comes to managing stress. With the way the world is going, there's a lot of stressful things happening in this world. You walk outside, you're spending $200 in 5 minutes. So that could be very stressful. You know what I mean? And you really just have to just find a way to cope with it. I feel like managing stress and learning how to manage stress ties into a form of self-care. When you're stressed out, it doesn't do you well. For me personally, when I'm stressed, it affects my health. And the one thing that my doctor told me was, you cannot be stressed out. She was like, your body and stress don't go well together. And when she told me that, from here on out, I made it my mission not to stress about things, even when life gets stressful, even when it gets stressful. Because it's hard to sit here and say, I don't stress about anything. We all stress out about things. We're human, you know what I mean? And there are going to be things that happen to us in life that we don't like. There are going to be things in life that give us anxiety. And the only way that we can get over those things is if we learn how to deal with our stress. When you are so stressed out and you focus on what you got going on right now, you miss so many good things in the world. You miss so many good things in life. Your girl used to stress herself out. I used to overthink bad, y'all. Sometimes it hits me here and there when it comes to certain situations. Sometimes, like, even now, I can admit, like, if it has something to do with my family or something personal, I can stress, I can overthink it, I can kind of be hard on myself. I mean, who isn't hard on themselves? I feel like we all have like a perfectionist spirit when it comes to ourselves because it's us. We know ourselves best. Of course, I can stress out about that, but even in those moments, I still tell myself, like, okay, everything is happening for a reason. If something didn't work out, there's a reason why. God clearly didn't want it to work out that way. What can I do to either turn the situation around so I can get to where I'm trying to be at? Or how do I just accept that this is not my fault? Sometimes when we're trying to do things in life, we have to realize that if it's taking so many tries or so many tribulations, like fail after fail after fail after fail after fail after fail after fail, sometimes it's just not for you. And then of course you have those hiccups that come along the way where you have to fall down to get back up again and to succeed at something. Like, you have to be able to differentiate when something's not for you and then when you're just going through a hard time. And yeah, I don't want to start preaching, but that just reminds me of a Bible study that I was watching with T.D. Jakes, and he was talking about how God puts us through seasons of reduction, how we can be on like a steady path and doing so well, and he puts us on a path of reduction. Like, he takes away the thing that's so good, or he lowers it, or he makes us have a little bit of a setback, basically to test us and to test our faith and to see if we're going to learn from it or if we're going to let it defeat us. I can use myself for example. At my job, you know, like when I first started there, things were great. Like, I was learning, I was newer there. Things were just feeling good. Like, I felt like I was in a new career path. I was in a field that I didn't necessarily choose. It kind of came to me, and I was learning a lot of things, and everything was just good. And then I got promoted. Promotion was great. You know, I was doing good before then, enough to get myself promoted, and I got promoted, and here's my reduction. Like, literally, here's my reduction. All of that peace and the steadiness and just feeling good, all the good times that I was having, they're gone. They've been taken away. I have a setback. And I have to realize, am I going to let this thing break me? Or am I going to learn from it, humble myself, and then grow from it? Because sometimes we don't realize that in life, when something sets us back, it's setting us up for something that's way bigger. You know what I mean? When it comes to stressful situations, you have to really learn how to not let it defeat you. A great way to manage stress is writing things down. Because sometimes, especially growing up as an adult life can get pretty lonely. Because think about it, we go to work, we're usually at our jobs. Most people that are at our jobs, they're not like our close friends, they're not like our families, and you can create bonds and relationships if you got your job, but majority of the time they're not going to be the first person you run to when you have a situation going on. So adult life can get lonely, and sometimes you can often feel like you don't have someone to talk to. My camera cut off, so I have no idea like where I ended off. I was basically talking about like how like situations will like, you know, probably prepare you for something further in life. But what I was saying though is that you have to kind of like I feel like people, like for example, like for me, I'm a very emotional person. So I feel like crying is a good way to manage your stress. And everybody's gonna agree with me because not everybody's as emotional as I am. But I do feel like that is a good way to manage and relieve your stress. I feel like writing is a really good way to manage your stress. Writing things out really helps because you're getting all your thoughts out. You're not holding all those things that you're feeling in your head. So writing it is good. It doesn't have to make sense. You could just write words, whether you're feeling upset or you're feeling frustrated, you can just write it out. And if it forms sentences, then it forms sentences. If it's just phrases or it's just things that go through your mind, or it doesn't matter what it is, at least you're getting the thoughts out. And then like for crying, the reason why I say like I feel like that is a really good way to manage like stress is because you're facing the emotions that you're feeling. I'm not sitting here saying to sit down and force yourself to cry. I'm saying for those who are a little bit on the more emotional side, like me, you are able to let out all of those things that are building inside. When you cry it out, whether you're mad or you're really happy or you're sad, you're feeling the emotions that you're having, you're accepting that you're having them, and then you're releasing them. And then from there you can move on. You can grow. Like, sometimes that's just what you have to do. Crying is a good thing, and I do feel like sometimes what I've noticed, this is my opinion, what I've noticed is some people who don't let out their emotions or who don't speak about things, they often do have a hard time expressing, and they are always most likely to have like a shorter fuse, or they'll let something build, and then boom, they like blow up. So that's why I feel like crying or finding a way to let it out definitely helps. It did take me to get kind of sick to realize how damaging it can be to the body, and then that's why I basically devoted to myself that I'm just gonna let things go. Ooh. This is a good one. Black woman in corporate America. But here's the black girl right here in corporate America. I have experienced the full corporate America life. I've experienced like the good parts of it. I've experienced the really bad parts of it. I've experienced the messed up parts of it. I've experienced it's just a video with it. That's like a video within itself. I can go on about that. What frustrates me about being a black girl in corporate America is not being able to have an opinion or express yourself without having this stigma thrown on you. And don't get me wrong, still express yourself, still have an opinion, but just do it in the most professional ways possible. And I know it sucks to say, like, I know it sounds horrible to say that we have to adjust, but this is really the life that we live. They don't want to see you do well at all. You'll have those who support you, but then at the end of the day, it's all really numbers to them, and it's all about money. And as much as they say they appreciate you, as much as they say that they were so happy to have you on their team, if you were to get mad and you were to leave today, you're replaced by tomorrow. There's a lot of challenges that black women face in corporate America because it's so easy to be labeled the aggressive black girl, the angry black girl. Obviously, frustrating situations would happen, and me, I'm someone, when I am upset, you see it all on my face. If I'm frustrated, it's on my face, and then I don't want to talk. Like, if it's not about work, I don't want to talk. I will do my work, and then I'll go home. And obviously, those frustrating situations occur, and you know, you don't really want to have conversations with people, but I learned in corporate America, yo, that does not fly when you are my skin color. That does not fly because you are automatically aggressive. And it is the saddest thing, but it's a reality. And I feel like the only way for us, not even black girls, black people in general, to continuously be successful is to know that those stigmas happen, conquer them, and to always hold yourself. Even if they don't hold you at a high pedestal, put yourself on them. Never stoop to their level. Never. Somebody could be mad, they could be frustrated, they could have the worst attitude, have a bad day. If it has nothing to do with you, don't stoop to their level. Continuously mind your business. Be pleasant to everyone, and don't force yourself to do things. If you don't feel like having lunch with someone today, it's fine. Go have lunch by yourself. Take that time to yourself because you signed up and you signed that offer letter, you accepted that offer for what the job duties entail, not for the outside stuff. So don't ever feel guilty to not want to participate in whatever's going on. Take it. Do your own thing, but always be respectful. Number one, always be respectful. Number two, never stoop down to their level. When you do that, they'll never have anything to hold over your head. And then when they'll say their explanations as to why they feel like they have an issue with you, they'll have to say it out loud, and then they'll have to hear how it sounds. You know what I mean? They'll have to hear like, okay, this is kind of ridiculous. And then they're going to have to swallow it and take it back. And then at the end of the day, always just be true to yourself. It's a sad reality, like I said before, that this is the struggles that we have being, that's my mom sneezing. Mind your business, for sure. minding your business will take you a long way, because you'll never be in situations. They'll always try to put you in situations, but they can never fully. And then always make sure to educate yourself. Make sure you know what you're talking about when you're talking about it. And that's something that sticks with me every single day. So that when something does come your way, you know how to come back with respect, and you know how to come back with facts. What are they going to say? This girl knows too many facts. She got to go. No, they're going to want to keep you. But being a black girl in corporate is crazy. It's a crazy experience. I appreciate the experience. I feel like God put me in this field and that I'm in right now for a reason. And if you're someone like me in like the same situation, it gets better. At the end of the day, nobody can take you from your job unless God wants you to go somewhere else. I believe that everything in our lives happened for a reason. I believe in that so much. Like, every single time that we experience something, it was destined to happen. We take something from each and every single one of those encounters. At a job, at the gym, it doesn't matter what it is. It all happens for a reason. So that's why I feel like if you are at a place right now, or you're at a job right now where you're probably going through some hardships, or you're probably facing some trials and stuff like that, especially like as a person of color, it's for a reason. Just know that the outcome for that reason is going to be greater than what you're going through right now. I don't know. It's just like my little spiel on it. The next one is dating in today's society, marriage at a young age, long distance relationships, situationships, etc. I guess we'll start with like marriage at a young age. Honestly, whoever's for you is for you. Period. I ain't got no right to judge, okay? I am not married, so I don't know. But I just do feel like marriage is such a huge commitment that if you are going to do that at a young age, make sure you're doing it for the right reasons. Because that is a life commitment. Marriage is a sacred thing, okay? And it's more than just the celebration. It's what happens in the marriage. It's the union. It's the meaning behind it. You know what I mean? That's what's so sacred. You're devoting yourself to one person for the rest of your life. Make sure you're just doing it for the right reasons. I believe that marriage is such a beautiful, beautiful thing. And these are all my opinions. So if you disagree with me, it's fine. But I believe that marriage is such a beautiful, beautiful thing, that it should be something that comes from a relationship that has been matured, a relationship that has been through hard times, a relationship that has been nurtured, a relationship that has been challenged. Like, it should really come from something that was very much like raw. I don't know, that like it took a lot, not like a lot to get there, but it wasn't like smooth sailing. Because no relationship is. We are humans. We are forever evolving. We have our own emotions. We are forever going through things. No relationship is going to be perfect. And if someone is telling you that their relationship is perfect, just know that they're lying. Because we go through things all the time. If you are able to fight with your sister and stuff, don't tell me that your relationship with your man is perfect. You'll fight with your sister over a shirt, a t-shirt. You telling me that the way that your man be chewing his gum sometimes don't be irritating you? Come on. Those are the things that make marriage so beautiful. Because once you're able to learn those things, and you're able to go through those issues, and you're able to learn from them, and like obviously maybe you're ready for marriage. And sometimes that does happen for people at a young age. There are people who have been with each other since junior high school, middle school. Hell, some people even found their people in elementary school, even when we didn't even know anything. There are some people who have been together for that long, and then when they get to 25, 24, 25, 26, they're ready for marriage. You know what I mean? But all I'm saying is just make sure that the marriage is happening for the right reasons, and not because it just looks good. Not because you just want the picture, or you just want what it looks like on the outside. Because that's different when it's on the inside. That's different when you have to see someone every day, to sleep with someone every day. You have to do your duties as a wife. You have to do your duties as a husband. Like, that's different. Just don't go into it just for the outside. Make sure you understand the real meaning of like marriage. So that's my little take on it. I ain't gonna say no more. Like I said, I'm not married. but that's just my opinion. And I said what I said. And then like long distance relationships. Okay, guys, I feel like they can work. Call me crazy, but I do. People agree, disagree with me, whatever. People agree with me, whatever. I feel like they can work. But I feel like they only work when you know what you can handle and what you can't handle. If you are someone that needs to be with your significant other 25/8, 367 days a year, don't go and throw yourself into a long distance relationship. Don't do it. Because if you know you can't handle it, why are you putting yourself in one? And I feel like it's a trust thing. I feel like it takes a lot of communication. It takes a lot of patience. And it takes Jesus Christ himself. You gotta be praying to make sure that that girl or that man is the one for you, because you don't want to be wasting your time. And then I'm not saying go throw yourself in a long distance relationship, especially if you're someone that is like, you can't, like say you're in a situation where you can't, like you're not in a relationship and you can't find someone, which I believe that you shouldn't be looking for someone, you should let it come to you naturally. But say you are fine looking for someone, don't just go throw yourself in a long distance relationship just for the heck of it, just to feel that comfort. Don't do it. It's not going to bring anything to you. I do think that they are possible. I do think that there's something that can work. I feel like just because we're in one state or if we're in one country, that doesn't mean that we have to automatically be with someone that's from that same state or from that country. There's a reason why God created this whole entire earth, for us to experience and meet new people in different countries and stuff. You know what I mean? Personally, I always say to like my family and stuff, I believe that my husband will be someone in another country. Point blank period. I believe it. And that's just because, like, I don't know, that's just what I believe, and I just feel like I can do it. You know what I'm saying? So I think they're possible. I think it just comes with what you're able to handle. Like I said, if you're someone that is able to handle that, you're able to be away from someone and you have the financial means to go visit them, and you want to deal with the trust and you want to learn how to build your trust, and you have to learn someone, and it's a lot because you don't know, you're not with that person, you don't know what they're doing. They could be telling you that they're doing one thing and then in reality they're doing another, but you have to have that confidence in them and in yourself and in God that this is going to work. So it just really it just takes a lot. And you would know if you're able to handle it or not. And then if you're not able to handle it, it's fine. It's fine to say, like, this is not working out for me. I thought I could do this, but I can't. So to each its own. It's not for everybody. There are some people I talk to and they'll be like, girl, I can never do long distance. And that's fine. Don't do it. Don't do it. It's not for you. Don't do it. Hey. And then situationships. Situationships. Yeah, I let them go. Let it go. Just let it go. At our big age, to keep doing this thing, let it go. Learn how to communicate. If you are not feeling homeboy or you are not feeling homegirl, let it go. Now listen, situationships may work for some people who just aren't there. There are people who have commitment issues. They just can't do it. That's fine. Let them do what they gotta do. But if you know damn well that you are a relationship type girl or you are a relationship type guy, stop getting yourself into these situations. Stop it. You're hurting yourself. Why do it? Now you get yourself into another one and then you come out all cold-hearted and upset. Stop settling. Stop doing it. It's not worth it. Clearly it ain't working for you. So let it go. Fall back. Reevaluate yourself and let it come to you. The relationship will come. There is someone for every single one of us on this earth. Literally. Just because someone's saying all the right words at the moment, that doesn't mean that they're for you. It takes a lot more than that. You know what I mean? And you know this topic got me because I went and sat up. I was chilling, now I'm sitting up. I just feel like situationships have become so normalized in today's society that it's crazy to me. We all deserve love. And like I said, if that is your preference and you don't want to commit to anything right now, that's fine. But just make sure that you both are on the same page. People will get into situationships and one is way more in it than the other. Like, y'all gotta make sure y'all are communicating that right now. If it's y'all just messing with each other and sleep with each other, make sure that it's communicated. If you know that you are not feeling homeboy, stop messing with him. Because if homeboy is showing that he is more into you and he is doing more things for you and he is trying to make you his shorty and you are just playing, leave him be, because there is a woman out there that's going to love him. Same thing with the girls. If you know damn well that you have no pure intentions of being with this girl and you just are here for games and you see that she's not and you know that she's not, leave her alone. There's a guy out there that'll take care of her, and then stop settling. We often feel like because we go through things in life, we don't deserve good things. Who the hell told you that? Because that's not true. We go through things in life, like I said, for us to learn things about ourselves, to make ourselves grow, to only prepare ourselves for what's about to come, not to continuously keep hurting ourselves. I just feel like situationships have become so normal and it's taking away the beauty of things. This goes back to like the marriage thing. It's taking away from the beauty of that because we've normalized these things. It takes away from the beauty of real things, of real relationships. It takes away from real dating. People don't date anymore. They love to slap that word on casually having sex with someone and doing all these relationship things like, oh, we're dating. That's not dating. And there's nothing wrong with dating. There's nothing wrong with casually having conversation with one person and possibly feeling something and going on dates and then talking to another, but that all takes communication. I remember like there was this guy who was like, he was really into me and stuff, and he was a nice guy. We had like one date, and I let it be known to him that there are other guys that I'm talking to, and I let it be known because I didn't want to put in his head that he was the only person in my head, in my mind, or he was the only person in my life that I was getting to know. No, I want you to know that there are others, so that if on your part you have others as well, just communicate it and let it be known. And obviously that didn't work out because I hung out with him and nor am I with the other guys. You know what I mean? But if I didn't communicate that, that could have turned into something completely different, because he could have fully fell face flat into me while I know that I'm out here dating other people, getting to know others, and he's like, why are you playing me? Like, I'm not. But all that just took communication. So I just feel like situationships, they can be easily avoided if we put our big girl pants on and our big boy pants on and we communicate things. Like I said, if you're someone who's not ready for that commitment and you just want to have fun, hey, baby, do what you got to do. I am not judging. It's not my cup of tea, but do what you got to do. But make sure it's known, okay? And make sure you're doing it with someone who wants to be on that same thing with you. And I have to say this, and I piss a few people off. Stop, literally, stop settling. If someone is showing you that they do not want to be with you, stop lowering your standards because you're trying to turn them into this thing that you have in your head. If someone has showed themselves and they are completely opposite of what you are looking for, let it go. Stop trying to turn them into what you want them to look like. It's never going to happen. Because if someone is into you and they really want to be committed to you, they will do it. They will show it. If a guy truly is into a shorty, he will do everything to make sure that she stays in his life. Same thing with a girl. If that man is not doing that for you, let it go. Let it go. And if that girl is not doing it for you, let her go. I would rather be single than sit here and deal with somebody who is playing games or that I know isn't into me and everybody else in the world can see isn't into me, and I'm out here, oh no, you don't see, you don't know. No. Let it go. There's nothing good that comes from settling. Ow. Okay? So that's my spiel on today's society and dating. Gail's wisdom, alright? Gail's dating tips 101, okay? But this was a really good one. Like, really good Therapeutic Thursday. I hope that you guys enjoyed this one. I hope that you guys were agreeing with me. I hope that y'all were disagreeing with me. Like, honestly, I hope that y'all like this one because I enjoyed this one. I don't know, I love talking about stuff like this. I just think it's good to just like, it's like chit chat. Mommy! I really hope that you guys like enjoyed this as much as I did. It was like a bunch of good topics, so thank you to everybody who gave me some topics to talk about. It made my brain think. I hope it made you guys think too. And it made me open up in ways that I don't really open up. I don't really open up about much. Like, I open up with people, but I don't really open up like this with y'all that much. Like, I'm open with you guys, but not like on deep stuff. And that's what Therapeutic Thursdays is all about. Like, I want us to have different things to talk about. It doesn't always have to be deep. It doesn't always have to be about relationships. It could be about stupid stuff, y'all. But I think that was a really good one for like a comeback. And I really enjoyed it. So, if you guys enjoyed this video as much as I did, please make sure to give it a huge thumbs up. Also, leave your comments and opinions down below. Let me know what you agreed with. Let me know what you disagreed with. Let me know your opinion on some of these topics. And then also, if you're new here, like, I be looking at my demographics. Y'all be watching my videos and then like y'all aren't subscribed. So why aren't you subscribed? Like, join the gal game, okay? Thank you very much. And then lastly, turn your post notifications on so you never miss a time that I upload. I'm going to bed. I'm tired. My eyes are getting heavy. Good night, guys. Bye.